In episode 3 of our YouTube growth series, we'll be going over all of our numbers for January 2021. We will see how we've been trending, what we've been doing to get the numbers that we're getting. I have something that I hope you will find fun and interesting, and we're also going to go to an external website to see what they think about Amazing Abner. So stay tuned. All right, everyone. Again, thank you for stopping by Amazing Abner. My name is Tom, and if you've seen me in the past, I always have the headset on, or we're outside and I'm recording on my phone. I'm getting tired of the headset, so I'm going to try to just keep it around my neck, hope that the audio is okay. It feels like I have a neck brace on, but I'm getting tired of wearing it on my head, so we are pushing for a microphone, so hopefully we have that sooner rather than later, and then we can just get rid of this thing. But the very first thing that we want to tackle here are the numbers. That's probably what you are most interested in. It's certainly what I'm most interested in. And we want to see how we've progressed through January 2021. All right, so here we go. Here are the numbers for January 2021. As you see, we broke a record in terms of videos posted in a month. We got all the way up to 12. Now that is skewed a little bit because I had the giveaway videos that were kind of weekly things. They were kind of short and just revolved around the giveaway. But on top of the giveaway videos, of which I believe there were 4, we did still break the record with 8 videos posted. We were able to garner 2,254 views during the month of January. Our watch hours nearly doubled from the previous month, up to 142.5. We ended the month of January with 121 subscribers, so January will always mark the month that we finally eclipsed 100 subscribers. Now, the numbers can be somewhat misleading if you look at the subscriber growth. We gained 7 subscribers in September, 21 in October, 18 in November, and 15 in December. And then all of a sudden in January, we jumped up to 57 subscribers. I do not think that's going to be the norm, at least not for the foreseeable future. The main reason for that sub growth was the giveaway. So I think I was able to reach out and get some people that maybe would not have necessarily checked out my channel, at least not at this point. But the giveaway also brings in people that just hit subscribe because they wanted to win the giveaway, and I completely understand that. So then in terms of percentages, our view growth for the month was 102%, and our sub growth was 86%. Now, I mentioned at the onset of the video that we would take a look at something sort of fun. At least I hope it's fun. I hope it actually rings true. And this is a spreadsheet that I created with projections. So what I did at the end of January was I plugged in all of the numbers. I took into account everything that the channel has done from August 2020 through January 2021. From the data that I've been able to accumulate to this point, it seemed to me like a realistic month-to-month growth was 30%. So first off here, if you look at watch hours, you'll see 345. That was the total number of watch hours that we had as of the end of January 2021. So then, taking that data and saying, okay, I think I can get about 30% growth on that every month. That would mean that at the end of February, I should be at about 448 watch hours. At the end of March, I should be looking at about 583, so on and so forth. Obviously, in terms of making money from YouTube, our goal is 4,000 watch hours. So if we look at the projections and we keep on our 30% pace, sometime in the end of October, early November-ish, we should reach that 4,000 watch hour mark. However, that's only half of the equation when you're trying to grow your YouTube channel and become monetized. The other part is your subscribers, of which we need 1,000. So I did the exact same thing. I plugged in 120 subscribers as of the end of January, and I anticipated a 30% growth each month in subscribers. If that is to ring true, at the end of February, we would be looking at 156 subs, the end of March, 202, end of April, 263, so on and so forth. At that rate, by the end of September or early October, so a little earlier than the actual view hours, we would reach our 1,000 subscribers. And the good thing about coming up with these projections is now I have something to base my numbers against. So when we have this video next month, we'll actually be able to look and see, okay, are we meeting the goals here, or are we behind? Do I need to adjust the numbers? Or is a 30% growth maybe not realistic? Maybe 25% is realistic. I would like to be ahead of the 30% curve. Maybe we can do 35% growth and get monetized much earlier than we anticipate at this point. So with these numbers shared and the expected monetization of sometime later in 2021, I thought it would also be interesting to take a look at our YouTube growth through the eyes of a third party. And for that, we are going to head over to Social Blade and see what Social Blade thinks of Amazing Abner. So if we head on over to Social Blade, enter the YouTube channel name, we will put in Amazing Abner, hit search. Social Blade is giving us a total grade of C+ at this point. So as you see there, we are ranked 7.8 million. Now I don't know how many YouTube channels there are in total. If somebody knows, and I could probably find this out, put it in the comments below if you would. But of all the YouTube channels, I'm assuming that's what the Social Blade rank means. So I am ranked 7.8 million out of what I'm hoping is hundreds of millions of YouTube channels. Our subscriber rank is only 21.1 million. Our video view rank is 23.8 million. That's even worse. And then in terms of the United States of America only, we are ranked as the 1.7 millionth best, or maybe 1.8 millionth best YouTube channel, so to speak. Our estimated monthly earnings are a whopping 79 cents to $13. And then we have a yearly earnings potential of Amazing Abner bringing in $9 to $151 a year. If that was a week, I wouldn't complain, but a year, we're in trouble. Bruh. So anyway, I do have some data at the top blurred out or covered up because I am recording this in February, and some of the growth that we've had since the end of January would be reflected in those numbers, and we've got to save that for next month's video. I got to keep you in suspense, so we got to cover those up. All right, something here special to share with you in terms of the YouTube growth is that I was also finally able to get my custom URL through YouTube. My YouTube channel has been this long. Actually, let's take a look at it here. So there you are. Our channel URL since the inception of Amazing Abner has been UC3UGJQ, so on and so forth. But I was able to finally apply for youtube.com/C/amazingabner. And that is supposed to become available to you after you reach 100 subscribers. I had a lot of people saying that, hey, I've reached 100 subscribers and I have not had the option to create a custom URL. And that was also the case with me because most people said, hey, you got to give YouTube a couple days. And I'm like, well, that makes sense, you know, to give them a couple days to make sure you don't hit 100 and then go back down into the 90s or something like that. But I reached 100 and a couple days went by and I didn't see anything. I didn't get an email. There was no option on this page right here to customize my URL. A week went by and I didn't see anything. And actually 2 weeks went by and I didn't have the option to customize my URL. Finally, after about 2 weeks and a few days, I just got on here and looked, and on my customization page, I had the option to apply for Amazing Abner, which luckily no one had the name, so I was immediately granted the custom URL of Amazing Abner. Okay, something we touched on in the last YouTube growth video as well was my trouble with converting viewers into subscribers. And I took down some data here. So I'm going to be looking down here at my notes. So these numbers are going to be a little bit skewed, but starting pretty much, I won't even count August. We started on the very end of August with 2 videos. We're going to jump to September. So in September, as a brand new channel, as you would imagine, 100% of my videos were watched by non-subscribers. We slowly started to get a few subs. So in October, our total was 95% viewed by non-subscribed people. In November, we pretty much stayed around the same. 95% of the folks that watched my videos were non-subscribers. Now the goal is to take that 95 and get it down to 90, get it down to 85, get it down to 80. And I would think for somebody like me, for my sort of channel, probably 80% would be really good. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing from the little bit of research that I've done. We took a big step in the right direction. We went from 95% viewership by non-subscribers all the way down to 84. So that meant that 16% of my views came from people that were subscribed. So I was like, wow, we are right on the cusp. Man, when I get ready to do my January video, it should be down to 80. This is going to be great. Well, I've taken a turn for the worse. In January, we went back a little bit. My videos were viewed by 88% non-subscribed viewers versus 12% subscribers. So we're still in the 80s, so I won't complain too much. And I love the fact that I think I'm getting more and more just viewers from a broader audience, but I'd like to get more subscribers. Okay, and I'm going to end this video with showing you something here that I have mentioned in a previous video. I said something along the lines of, believe it or not, when I film a 15-minute video, and I said film, I'm old school. When I record a 15-minute video, it takes me hours to edit a 15-minute video, probably upwards of 3 hours. And I was joking that you probably can't tell, but I'm being completely honest. So I took a screenshot of one of my latest edited videos just to give you an idea of how much time I put into editing these videos. Okay, so if you look at the very top in terms of where all the stuff is happening near the bottom of the screen, that line that has like what appears to be 100 little cuts in it, that originally is one solid line. That is the video that I've recorded on my phone or that I've recorded here on my PC. All of those lines are me cutting that video up. And I'm doing that for various reasons. Sometimes I'm making mistakes. And from the looks of this, no, my mistakes aren't quite that rampant. But I do it for transitions. I do it for many reasons. The line below that, you see a couple little boxes with like, it looks like a white E. Those are actual transitions. So that is me kind of, either I put like a black and white filter, I'll transition from scene to scene, I'll do a little movement where instead of just being straight onto the camera, maybe I'm moving left to right, or the camera is panning left to right, I should say. If you look below that, we have some more transitions and some more cut work going on there. The two lines below that are actual additions, so that is me overlaying numbers or a chart or a graph or an image on the screen. You'll also notice in there that there are some green blocks. Those are my green screen effects. So pretty much those are just when I ask you to like and subscribe, which I'll do right now if you haven't already done so. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. We're a small channel, we're struggling, as you see from the YouTube growth series, so any little bit of love that I can get really helps. So the green blocks there are just the little thumb that pops up on the screen, the subscribe block, and then I have the click the bell icon. There's a longer one near the bottom. That is the sparkle effect, and I don't know if you guys have really ever noticed that. I usually pick a spot in each video, and that's down in the very right-hand corner of the video. And what my thought process is with that was to draw eyes. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner right now, you'll see my little subscribe button. It looks like the little YouTube button. I know sometimes people just kind of blur that out and don't even pay attention to it. So I'm hoping, a few people here and there, if the little sparkle effect will draw their eyes to that, and they'll be, hey, why I'm here, why not subscribe? You never know. Any little bit can help. And then at the very, very bottom, you'll see a couple little faint lines. Those are actually sound effects. One of my favorites is this. Bruh. Whenever I add in any sort of sound effect, that'll be down on the very, very bottom line there, which if you look to the far left is the musical note, which kind of keys you in that it is some kind of audio addition. So, as you can see, I wasn't lying. For one video, and this actually what you're looking at was barely 13 minutes. That is all the work I put into a 13-minute video. All of the cuts, transitions, coloring, green screen, audio effects, so on and so on. I feel like in some ways I'm hampering myself because I'm doing so much work. I'm being inefficient. However, I also feel like, well, for every new person that stumbles upon one of my videos, I want it to be as attractive as possible. I want it to be as viewable as possible. So I don't think I am going to go away from this. Initially, that was my plan, to make the videos a little bit more raw and just kind of straightforward. But I think it's just in my DNA. It's in my personality. I've got to edit it. I can't get away from it. I've got to do it. So it's going to be a lot of work each video. Probably this video you're watching here, I've edited for about 8 hours. I'm just kidding, but I do like to do a lot of editing. So I think with that being shared, that is all we have for this month's YouTube growth video. I appreciate you stopping by. Again, cheap plug here. If you haven't already done so, please consider liking and subscribing, clicking the bell icon if you want to be notified of the YouTube growth series, my eBay sales videos, my sports card, mystery box and mystery bag openings, etc., etc. But everything on this channel generally revolves around money. We're trying to make money online. The primary focus right now is eBay, but with YouTube, I'm hoping to get there, of course, as we saw by the end of this year, to where I'm actually making money off of YouTube as well. So once again, thank you for stopping by. Treat others the way you would like to be treated, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Take care, everybody.